Donna with Donna's Things. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining in. I know how important time is, and so I am very thankful that you decided to share some of your time with me today. If you are returning, you know my heart, no matter how many times you have tuned in the full video or just for a short time, I appreciate you also. Well, it's Friday, and this is Friday Sews. Thanks over to Jen at Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating a space where crafters, sewists, artists, whatever it is you may like to do, can share with the community what you've been doing, how you've been getting it done, and just a little bit about life. And so thank you again, Jen. So I'm here just to share a little bit with you what I have been working on. Two things. Give me just a moment. So my Make 9 list is out the window. I started on my garments that I was going to do for the Make 9 in March. I made the list. I think it was March. Yeah, I made the list. And I was going to do all these garments, and it didn't really work out. I think I did 3 things on my list, but as I was going through the other day, the things that I have made and wanted to make, I remembered I was looking for a blouse pattern that I wanted to use for my white fabric. And I remember that I had, it's an older pattern, but it's McCall's 7838. These are the line drawings here. And I wanted to make this shirt right here. Now, I had put it to the side because I was like, I don't know if I feel like fooling with those gathers on that sleeve. But anyway, I decided, yes, I was going to go ahead and make it. And this is the white cotton fabric I bought in my last fabric haul. Maybe you can see the print in it, the design in it. I don't know how well you can see it. It has these stripes in it. But I started making the shirt, and I'm glad I did. I love this sleeve. So I have to put the other sleeve in, but I wanted to show it to you. It has that drop shoulder where here's your shoulder and this piece comes over, like here's that seam. But here it is here. I didn't do the full collar. I just put the stand-up collar on it because that's really all I wanted. But this is what it looks like. It does have a yoke back with the pleat. I got the buttonholes already made on it. You can't see them. The buttonholes are already made on here. And what's interesting is your sleeve is here. Let me show you. And the buttons are actually on the inside. At first I was like, did I make this wrong? But I looked it over. I looked at the guide sheets, and that's correct. But I love this long cuff. I love the puffiness here. And then, of course, when it's on right, it's going to look like this. And I found these clear buttons. You probably can't see them. Let me see. I don't even have anything to show it to you on. Maybe you can see it against here. These, this is the button right here. I don't even know if you can see that I chose for them. So it has 4 buttons down the sleeve cuff. I only put 3, but I do have 7 going down the front of the shirt. So I'm really glad that I did this. I have to recount, but this is probably make 4 of my Make 9 list. So that list is out the window. I probably could cram in the other items, but I'm not going to do that. The other thing I've been working on is McCall's 8367. I wanted to try out a pair of cargo pants. I'm kind of like on this version, which is C. Yeah, I didn't do any color blocking, so I guess I'm more like version C. Here are the line drawings. I have never owned a pair of cargo pants. I think I have, and maybe didn't know they were cargo pants. And of course, that was a long time ago. But I decided this time I was going to try them. And so when I went fabric shopping, I had purchased a piece of black cotton sateen. And here are the pants. They turned out so nice. You can see the belt with the belt loop, but let me start with the back. Now this is the back pocket. I didn't do two, I only did one. And I only did it, I don't really care for back pockets, but because they cargo pants, I put the one back pocket. That's pretty large. I like it because you have, this is the front, and then there's a seam here. This is the middle front, and then there's a lower front. So you have an upper front, a middle front, a lower front. There are seams here and here that connect them. Here's the big pocket that's on the side. It is a working pocket. And of course, it's on both sides. So I'm hoping you can really see that. You got your seam, you got the big pocket here. Then there's a seam connecting the middle front to the lower front, and they put a flap there. So that added some extra design to it. You got the flap there. There are pockets on the side here. So you got pockets here on the side. And then you can see the elastic in the waist. Hold on. It's this wide band of elastic. Now they had 3 or 4 rows of elastic. I didn't want to do that. I like the wide band. There's nothing up here, and I did that on purpose so that I could get that little ruffle effect. I did make the belt. They have D-rings on their belt. I probably will purchase some D-rings and do that. But I like the way it looks from the back. And then on the bottom, they have 3 rows of elastic. I only did 1. Now, I will post a picture with me having these on. I'll probably post it wearing that white shirt. Then you can see both. But for my first set of cargo pants, this is nice. And this cotton sateen, I always say it's a premium cotton sateen, has such a really, really nice weight to it. So much for the Make 9. But I have been, I have been sewing and getting some things done. I've been working on several other things last week and this week. I buy new fabric and I don't let it sit but so long. I keep going. I keep, I keep sewing so that it's not sitting too long. But these are 2 of the items that I wanted to show you. I have 2 dresses that I started. So I had 2 pairs of pants, 2 dresses, and a blouse that I have been sewing. Yes, I sew more than one thing at a time. I pretty much, that's the way I like to sew. And then I go ahead and finish it all up. So 2 dresses, 2 pairs of pants, and 1 shirt is what I have done since last week. I started sewing last Tuesday, I think it was. Let's see, I went fabric shopping, then I posted my video. So it's been about a week and a half since I had the fabric, and all of this is new fabric. And this is what I have been up to. This is what I have been sewing. So I'm not worried about the Make 9 list. I do have a couple of unfinished things that I need to finish by the end of the year. I'll be finishing my 2 dresses. These pants are finished already. I'll finish the blouse. So this week I'll finish the 2 dresses, my purple corduroy pants, and my white blouse. They will all get done this week. And well, by over the weekend, because this is Friday, Friday sews. So I can't say this week. They'll all get done into the following week. Then I'll have the rest of the month to finish up my coat. Those are my must-haves. I did cut out some fabric today. Let me get it. A couple of pieces. I'm sorry. To make, this is just 3 I'm showing you cut, but this red with the gold pin dots, this gold and ivory has snowflakes, and this red and green and black like poinsettias. These are all for pot holders. Now, of course, I'm making more than this, but these fabrics I had in my stash already. So I'll just make these pot holders just for fun. I'll probably give them to somebody, not so much for a gift. There'll be a gift, but not a Christmas gift, just because I enjoy making them. So for the remainder of December, after I finish these garments, which will take me just a couple of days, the only garment I have is a coat. And then any pot holders or bowl cozies, anything like that, that I want to make. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know me. I'm going to add something else garment-wise to the list. But those are the things that I am committing myself to for the month of November. December. So we shall see. Now, just a little bit about life. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that on Fridays, when I do Friday Sews, it comes to that part of talking just a little bit about life. And what I had started doing is sharing a word. And of course, giving its meaning. And so today, my word is joyful. Of course, I would choose a word such as this because this is a season of time where we do a lot of sharing and loving and expressing ourselves and giving with family, friends, and to people that we don't even know. And so we want to be joyful. We want to be doing something that's overflowing from our heart and not something that we're just commanded to do. So, joyful, expressing great pleasure and happiness. So, to be joyful means that you are expressing great pleasure and happiness. When we think about happiness, we think about a state of mind. And I say that because there are things that can make you happy. You could be in a bad mood, you could be in a good mood, whatever it is, and something can happen or someone can come along and it will make you happy. So mentally, your state of mind changes from sad, melancholy, whatever you may have been, to being happy. But I like to see joyfulness as a part of my being. I like to see joyfulness as something that is embedded down inside of me, that no matter what is going on around me, I have that joy and I'm able to express it to those that come in contact with me or in relation to how I do my job. I just want to be a joyful person. You ever see people that whenever you see them, they're just cheerful? I love to see that. They don't allow people, places, or things to dictate how they feel down on the inside. So that's my word for this Friday Sews. I love to see people that are just in that way. They're laughing all the time. They're happy all of the time. And have you ever thought about being heart happy? When deep, deep, deep down inside, first it begins in your heart where you recognize that whatever is around you, you have a joy that has been placed there from the very beginning that will overcome, everything that you are going through. It doesn't cover it up, but it just allows you to deal with or to go through whatever that might be. I love to see that. And so I want to be heart happy. I want to be heart glad. And then I want to realize and express to others that joyfulness is good for the soul. If we live in a state of mind of sadness, I know sad things happen, but if we live in a state of mind of sadness and negativity and everything, then that's going to dictate how our lives are going to go. But if you get some joy down in you, that's a soulful thing, and that becomes or is just a natural part of your personality. And so during this season, we should be this way all the time. But during this season, we want to be joyful. We want to express that, that gratefulness that's in us. And what's the word we use? Expressing great pleasure and happiness. We want to be able to do that as we share with our family and with our friends. So that's going to be it for today. Happy Friday. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend. Remember, be joyful. Spread some of that joy all around, especially to someone you know that's looking for a little bit of love, a little bit of happiness this season. I hope you enjoyed what you have seen here and that what you have heard. Hit that like button, share my channel. Of course, I appreciate it if you do subscribe. That is very welcoming to me. I do appreciate it, as I say, but you know me, more than anything, ring that bell so that you could be notified every time I upload a video. And yes, stay on just one more minute. I finished that blouse, I finished those cargo pants, and I'm going to show you the pictures right now. Thank you so much. Bye.